minutes, I'll jump in and give a little, hey, it's been 10 minutes, or I'll post in the chat. Thanks. Take it away.
All right. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me okay and can see my screen. My name is Yang. I am the PM on the Weekend Sprinter. I will start with our problem space, and I will walk everybody through what we got for the last two spring. So we focus on the burnout, the problem space, and we for the first iteration, we're gonna focus on this is our persona. I'll just read it out. As a reason, I'm employed women in the tech industry. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Let me pull out this. I think this is better with the image because our designer did amazing job. There you go. This is our persona. After initial user research, we're focusing on Sarah, a former project manager, lost her job due to the tech crisis. She was struggling with burnout. Despite wanting to seek therapy to address her stress and burnout, she found that she couldn't afford it. Instead, she turned to more budget-friendly self-care practices, like taking long walks in the park, meditating, and journaling. She also reached out to friends and family for support and found comfort in their understanding and encouragement. Although she couldn't afford therapy, she was determined to find other ways to take care of herself and overcome her burnout. So we're focusing on pinpoints. One, affordability for burnout self-help. And we also focus on, for this particular iteration, we focus on female in the tech space. And here is our design. The goal is to build algorithm that based on the user's question answers, we will automatically generate recommendations for users based on their focus. For this particular persona, her focus on financial affordability and help with her burnout symptoms, and also target her gender group. And here is our, oh, okay, sorry. There you go. Here's our page. So you will be begin with quiz, and you have for now we have 3 questions to assess self-assessing the each experiences, and then once you answer the questions, we'll in this spring we'll build out the loading page, and then you will get your results, and you can receive you for the coming spring. We'll build a email a call to action, so user can send themselves the email with the results. Yeah. Any questions?
Amazing. Yes, we have like at least 5 minutes for Q&A or even feedback if anyone wants to just share what they think of this idea.
Yeah, if we can get some feedbacks, we'll probably can improve it better for the coming 2 sprints.
Hey,
No,
it's Noriko. Yeah,
Noriko.
looks like you already finished your project. Like it's so cool. But what
Thank
you
you.
guys wanna work on next couple sprint?
Oh yeah. So we are still in progress of building the algorithm. We have like initial designs, and we just need to implement it. And we're also building out the feature for sending like user can send an email, send themselves the result email in their emails.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of course. Any other questions?
I would love to hear. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Anna. Oh,
I
that's
just
mine.
wanted to know what tech stack y'all used.
That will be. Do I have my dad here? Ah, that'll be a depth questions. Oh, hi, Sophia. Yeah.
Hey, yes, I can answer this question. I'm sorry, it's still Sunday, so I'm trying to wake up. We're using Next, and this is being hosted, I believe, on Heroku. I'm not sure. But we're using Next.js for our front end. We haven't built out a database yet, but the plan is once we add more results, and I'm sure Yang can maybe expand on this as well. Once we're adding more results and perhaps user personas and profiles, then we're going to be considering adding in a database using either Mongo or some other NoSQL platform. But for now, it's Node. Or sorry.
Yeah. I can explain the algorithm a little more. So we're basically, as I mentioned earlier, we have like 3 questions right now for this particular persona. So what we're gonna do is using tag to categorize each questions and their answers, and then we'll build the algorithm based on the tags. It's like a module based on the result of the tags. We'll output the result page, like individual community that's that fits what the users are looking for. For this example, particular persona, if it's financial difficulties, we'll find some community that's related to her issues that help her improve or finding resources in that space. Any other questions?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a little bit more about the like research that you did at the beginning. Like what kind of other existing products did you find were maybe like competitors, and how did you think about like making your product distinguished from those?
Right. Let's follow research. Oh, yeah, it's Stephanie.
Do you need
I
any
wasn't sure
help
you're
with
here.
that? Just checking if you need any help with that. I can jump
Yes,
in if
yes,
you like.
please go ahead. Stephanie is our designer.
Hi, everyone. First of all, we did surveys and, of course, exploratory research, and we kind of noticed, because burnout is not really a seat. Pardon me if I misspelled the word, but it's not like a CID. Doesn't have a medical code for it. It's like a phenomenon, and that's what we discovered during the research. So because of that, all the others help support doesn't have like a burnout focus support. Like, and then you find burnout in groups inside of a big spectrum, but nothing really direct to burnout. Not focused in this metal only. So I believe what differentiates us is because we really focus on that bit of the problem, the burnout problem space. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. That's interesting to hear.
Thanks, Stephanie. Any other question? Oh,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
yes. I had a question maybe for Sophia, the dev, or any other devs on the team. I'm curious, what was y'all's consideration between Next and React?
Yes, Sophia.
Yeah. Honestly, it was kind of a toss-up. We were exploring both Next and React, and it came down to what our devs were comfortable with. I think our devs had a bit more experience using Next, so we ended up going with that. But since they are pretty similar, we had a bit of a React tutorial, Next tutorial, and yeah, it was essentially a toss-up.
That makes sense. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to keep us moving to the next group. If anyone else has any burning questions, definitely feel free to chat in Slack. Okay, let me go back to the random generator. Next up is Ace Squad. Who is chatting for you guys today?
I may explain the project a little bit, and then Stephanie may go with the development side.
Great. Take it away. I'm going to start the 10 minutes now.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Are you able to see it? Yes. So our project is based on the career-minded people's problems on networking, and we are providing a product that connects people together and share their experiences and gain from the others' experiences at the same time. This is going to be voluntary work, and both sides of the people, mentors or the mentees, they all be gaining something, like doing beneficial things. I may show you a little bit of the design side. Our designers are not here today, I think. But this is the general look of the expected product. We are going to make people arrange meetings easily, like adding Calendly or LinkedIn accounts to the posts, and each of the user can be able to like schedule a meeting with someone who is having the same problem or who experienced it in before. And this is the like general look of the product. Now maybe Stephanie explain the development side a little bit.
Sure. If you want to unshare, I will. There we go. Thank you. So like Ezgi was sharing, the concept is a like networking marketplace, which we will come up with a better name, but that is what it is currently called. And here on like the landing page, you would see a series of cards that summarize like the various offers and requests that people are making for networking. So if you have like, you say you're really good at resumes, yes, I will make my screen bigger. And yes, I used some kanji because Novella recommended that in our like mock data, because I mocked the data for this instead of using a database just yet, that we use a lot of edge cases. So I like copied some kanji and like emoji to make sure that the website was handling edge cases. Okay, so bigger. There we go. Is that better? Cool. So yes, so the concept is that like these individual submissions would be, so I'm like a user and I'm really good at resume review. So like I'm offering my time for resume review. You know, this is just mumbo jumbo that I put into the mock data, but you can contact me either via LinkedIn, not a real website, or you can schedule with Calendly to, you know, book my free offering of 30-minute resume review. Or, you know, I am a recent grad and I'm looking for, you know, like a coffee chat with somebody along my career path. So like I might make a request. And so you can make offers and requests that will eventually be like individual cards instead of this like just long scroll. And we have to go to submit. So here is where I could make a request or offer. So I'm going to request help with databases. Here is my LinkedIn. Actually, let's just see if I don't type in a website. Not a website. And Calendly link is not required, but I'm a new CS student and want help with databases. Sure. So this is a request and I'm going to submit it, and boom, we need a URL. So I will copy my LinkedIn and submit that. Oh, I guess I did make this required, but it should not be. I will fix that later. So here's my Calendly link, and there I'm submitting. It does not show up here because this is all mock data, but that's that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We have at least 5 minutes for Q&A.
Oh, one thing, I don't know if Ezgi mentioned this, sorry if I missed it, but our like target marketplace initially is, I believe, LGBTQIA plus people is what I think we've talked about, just to like hone in on a group.
There are a little bit of discussions going on. Yeah, we
Sorry.
haven't. Yeah, it's okay. Our designer team wanted to focus more on narrow market, like teachers transitioning to tech. But maybe these can be too narrow for the first place. We may make it broader and include women transition to tech and also LGBTQ people to transition. But yeah, we have decided on it.
I think it's like a big picture, like if this were to actually be adopted, it would be nice to have like more narrow groups so you can like work specifically with your community, whether, you know, like online. But like almost like Slack, where you can toggle between different Slack workspaces, you could like we could have administrative like access to different communities you're a part of. So yeah, but yes, any feedback on scope we would love. Go for it.
Hi, Stephanie. So I was, I don't know, one thing that we start with our team was we open the scope wide, and then we have a second persona already designed and already done, like along with the first one, that we reduce the scope a little bit more. So for instance, is a single mom, LGBT plus with one kid, for instance, so that is suffering from burnout. So maybe open the spectrum a little bit and then narrow down as a second phase. I guess that would be a good path. But
yeah, I think as a social application, like it requires people like this. Is useless if people aren't participating and considering it's like a small project with like no marketing budget, I think, yeah, having like a wider scope initially and then like providing people different, maybe like subgroups within or something to work within their community.
And keep in mind also, if you go for extreme users, I mean like really problematic ones, we also, if we target that portion of that, we're also going to target a big portion as well, because you're going to cover all the problems pretty much. But for the first sprints, with our thought is, if we have just figured out the structure and how it will work, we can add layers to that. That's one of the first thoughts that we had.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We have time for one more. I was curious if, can you pull up the, Eski, can you pull up the design for like what it looks like to view all of the different posts on the page? If there's a mock-up for that.
The reason why our designers didn't want to show it at the first place was it's not just all clean. I'm also a bit lost, but I'll figure it out. So here is, I need to take it away. This is how we are making posts. There is this buttons dividing the requests and offers, and this is the preview of the post. Then you are going to post it, and it will be public. And this is how the posts look like in your profile. Was it the answer for your question, Ellie?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if there was a view of like multiple posts on a page, but I think I get the idea. Since
Dashboard.
Yeah, thank you. Looks like Beverly had a question in the chat.
I was typing back yeah, depending.
Yeah, it's about time for the next group to start. If you want to just type back. Thank you, guys. All right, so next we have Triple Tech.
Hello. Okay, so I'm the dev that's here, so I can only give you dev sharing stuff, but I will share. So let me present my whole screen. All right, so we are Triple Tech. I think Jess and Dev will be better suited to give you some insight, but the basic idea is that you know that you as a job seeker have a profile summary, right? And our goal is to let you input a profile summary and a potential job description that you might be interested in applying to, and then instead of getting a profile summary, you'll get a pitch pop-out. So the idea is that we'll help you make your resume stand out during job applications in an easy way by using an implementation of GPT-3 or famously ChatGPT. We have, so this is what it kind of looks like in mockups. You'll be able to input your current resume profile, and then you'll tell us about the job. Generally what that means is you're going to paste in a job description that's coming from wherever you like, and then you'll hit the generate your pitch button and you'll get a pitch. If you hit it again, you'll get another pitch, and eventually when I implement it, you will be able to get into this area that has your generated pitch and then copy it so that you can paste it elsewhere, like in your application. And what it's meant to do, again, is just to take your resume from being sort of, run of the mill and really tailor it to the jobs that you're applying for. How we've gotten so far on our dev efforts is this little friend right here. So you'll see that I already have just some mock text that's put in here, but I'm not sure that any of us are, steak chefs, but you might be putting in your, product manager profile summary and, a job description from another website for a product management position. But here we are chefs. So, right now, all my resume says is that I'm a chef with 6 years of experience in cooking steaks. And the job description that I have input here, which is, unnaturally short because usually they want everything under the sun. But this one is just a few lines long, and it's just a job description for a talented vegan chef who likes cooking desserts and has, because we live in this, lovely job economy, 78 years of experience is what they want. And so when you hit your generate your pitch button, we will eventually have a loading spinner, and you get back your pitch. So now I'm a talented vegan chef with 6 years of experience in creating delicious desserts, which was what they asked for here, a vegan chef and desserts. And then it just adds a bit of, buzzwords. I'm skilled in plant-based cooking, which is a nice synonym for a vegan chef, and able to create vegan-friendly dishes that taste amazing. I'm experienced in managing a kitchen, leading a team, and creating new recipes. Now, I don't have it set up to add subsequent pitches just yet, but that'll come down the line. One thing I did make sure to do in my AI implementation was make sure that we're not lying about our years of experience, because that can, of course, get us in some hot water. So, yeah, that's where we are right now, and we're looking forward to continuing. Any questions? Let's see. Oh, somebody says, what happens with people who have intersectional IDs? Is this for me or this?
That was for the last. That's
Okay.
I would love to hear more about how it's been working with GPT. What does it look like when you're is it a package that you just download and I just don't know how you incorporate it into the code at all. I haven't looked at it.
Oh, that's a great question. So OpenAI is a platform, and they have an API endpoint that you can actually hit. And let me show you, and let me know if this is totally over, not interesting to people. But here you can see we have 2 files, and this is a combination of a few different tutorials. But you'll see our fetch command here. So we're going out to this api.openapi.com, and we're doing a completions endpoint. They have different endpoints you can use that sort of can fulfill different types of AI that you might want to engage. And we're sending them some important information, particularly a key that says, hello, I'm actually signed up with your service. And then what are we doing? We're creating a stream that we're getting back from the API endpoint. And it's parsing a bunch of data, and then it's giving it back to us just like you would hit a normal API endpoint. So it's a little bit, Stephanie, go for it.
Yeah, this might be too technical, but why a stream? Is it not very fast at sending back information?
That's a good question. My assumption, and I don't know the exact answer, but my assumption is that we are getting back a stream because it's taking time to take in the information, compute it, and then send choices back. Now, I think it actually sends more than one choice, but I haven't really dug into the choices on this.
Cool. There was a question in the chat about how many requests you can make.
Oh, sorry, I didn't scroll down in the chat. How many requests? So you can make as many as you have money. What ChatGPT does, or sorry, it's not ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an implementation of GPT-3, which I have no idea what that stands for, which is run by a company called OpenAPI. And just to get it off my chest, there are certainly some ethics implications here on how all these data sets were trained. Please look it up. We're using it anyways. Now, when you sign up with OpenAPI, what they'll do is they will give you sort of like some credits for free. I think I have like $18 of credits for free. And then I have to use it in a certain amount of time, like maybe a year or something. And it costs a few cents or however much it's taking to compute what you're asking for, right? So right now, I'm only sending them a few words right here. And I'm only asking, for a few more words to be sort of computed. So my computation rates are pretty cheap right now, right? But if I put, a Shakespeare play in one side and I put, War and Peace in the other side, it's going to cost a lot more money to generate. So that's not a very satisfying answer because I can't give you actually a money number, but it's based on the number of tokens that you're sending. And tokens, again, could be like one letter or a few letters. I don't really know how they divide it up. Let's see, whoever says, I know they switched to a paid version. Now, do you mean OpenAI or do you mean ChatGPT or? Oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think what ChatGPT is like a much, much, much better version of this. We could, if this turned out to be amazing and we really souped it up or something, we could also put a paywall in front of this so that people don't have to write their own implementation and they can just use our pitch pop out service. And then, of course, we, charge computation plus whatever fees we wanted.
Nice. Thank you. We have time for one more question. Quick question if anyone has one. Or feel free to post follow-up questions in Slack for Deborah and Jess. All right. We'll move us on to our last squad, the debugging darlings. Who's going to be speaking for you guys first?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay, great. Take it away.
Okay. Good morning, good evening, everybody. We're debugging darling. Let's start. So this squad, me as a UX designer and 3 developer here, Jinju, Anna, and Amanda. Amanda just joined our team. Thank you so much because we don't have enough people so far. Happy to have you. And our product, okay. How many people use ADP list before? I think most of them here. So imagine ADP list. Our product is kind of deja vu from other group, but a mentee-mentor matching service for new individuals entering the tech industry, including you guys and me. So our platform aims to connect individuals with experienced mentors who can provide guidance and support as they navigate their careers in technology. What is different between ADP list? Our platform is really, really good matching service in the future. So I can show you a little bit design part. So our top idea was like, as I mentioned, like ADP list, or I saw some of you guys working on similar topic. But our persona, Emma Johnson, she also couldn't find a job after graduate boot camp. And here's journey map, like similar to us, I think, and try to make a resume portfolio. research, look at the company or research the company on LinkedIn, Glassdoor, whatever, and look for someone who knows the company, try to connect them, but sometimes fail. So sad. And finally apply the company. If we are lucky, we can get a job, but not often. So from this result, oops, like we have some, it's not here. Yeah. We have many solutions here. But again, like probably if we can match really nice mentor, we can get a job better than ADP list, I hope. So that is our product. And design-wise, we created this kind of wireframe, but oh, sorry, maybe the next one. What have we been doing? Sorry, I already talked about it. But our timeline, February, I work on sign up, login, profile question wireframe, and passive developer team. And then right now, working on matching question, which is most important part for us. So back to here. So just I finished the matching part, but like for example, what kind of role are you interested in? And oops, here. What is your time zone, which is important because I'm in PST and then sometimes talk to EST mentor and then feels like what time I should talk with them. And here's like, what is your most interested in industry? Like you can choose financial, Web3, AI, or like IoT, whatever. And then lastly, like which area do you need mentorship? Again, like if I'm working on resume and portfolio, I need feedback from mentor or career switching as we do, or interview technical skills. This is the design part mostly. Yeah, so again, I work on sign up, login, wireframe, and research and profile question, like identify the minimum profile items to be registered after sign up and created wireframes. And matching part, this is the important. So I check some matching apps. I try to oh, this is the sad and fun story. I tried to register Tinder, and then I put my like fake profile, and then I banned forever. So I couldn't really research at all, but I could research like other Bumble. I forgot, but many matching service. And now I finished the wireframe. From next tech part, pass to Anna.
Okay, so for the tech portion, what I've covered so far, we've created a React component for the sign up and login pages. And let me pull up my notes really fast. So this will allow the users to register with an email and a password, and we've incorporated React hooks to maintain the state of the form inputs, and we're able to disable the state of the submit button until all form inputs are valid. And then we've, had added some functionality to validate the password and handle the submit button. And then I used MUI elements for the first time, which is really cool because MUI provides like a set of pre-designed and pre-styled components in React, and they're designed to be consistent. So it's been really fun to learn how these have made my life a lot easier. I used specifically button, card, and the linear determinant. I think it was the first squad that I saw that used a progress bar like we did. But y'all use Next.js, so you might have to look up in certain component libraries for that. But I was able to basically just download a progress bar that was already built for me. So that was really cool. And then I attempted to work on the patch requests so that when a user oscillates between each question, it maintains the state. However, I am having a little bit of issues with that at the moment. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I need the first and last name. Right now I'm on the first question, which is your first and last name. And I'm trying to have those saved whenever I click forward and back, but they're not saving right now. So I think something's wrong with my patch request. Excuse me. And then if Jinju wanted to talk on the back end, because she has been amazing with the back end. She's just been doing the whole back end herself. So if she wanted to talk on that, she can. But she basically did the MongoDB connection for the sign up and sign in update APIs, and she protected the endpoints with their authorization. So that was really cool that she was able to do all of that. And then I guess what I'll do now is share my screen for the demo. It's not fully functional right now, but I can kind of give you the idea of where we're at. So this is our sign up page. Are you guys able to see? Okay, yeah. This is our sign up page. We still have a lot of CSS to do, but that's okay. And then, like I said, the functionality is not where we want it to be. So I would show you, demonstrate this, but I can't at the moment. So I'll just show you the different pages. Now this is the login page. So if a user is already registered, they'd be directed to this page. And then we have the first question, which is the first and last name. And we have the second question, which is what are your pronouns? And then we have the third question as a mentor or a mentee. And that's about as far as we got on that. Noriko, if you want to, actually, no, I can do it right here, I guess. Yeah. So we did the demo, and then so what we're going to work on. Oh yeah, I guess Noriko can talk on design if she wants, but tech-wise,
You can read it.
what's up?
You can read it.
Okay. She's gonna continue making the dashboard and the landing page wireframes. We're missing those two. Hopefully it won't be too much functionality for us. And then usability test. Once we finish the development of all these features, we're going to have a usability test on sprint 3. And then for tech, we're going to fix the patch request. And I definitely want to learn more on how to connect the back end and the front end together. And we're going to start working on the matching questions components UI. And Jinshu, she's going to work on those matching algorithms. So, yeah. Any questions? That's all we got.
I can ask the first question. I'm definitely curious. I don't know if you have any product people here, but I'm curious what happens after the users are matched. Are they like on the platform or interacting with your platform anymore, or is it kind of like offline after that?
The last question of mentor, we're gonna ask them to fill in Calendly link so they can connect online.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's like you match them, and then is there any like follow-up, I guess, or ideas for like how to follow up within the site? Or I'm curious, like more vision-wise. I guess I wouldn't
Right.
expect you, but yeah.
I'm gonna start to doing dashboard part from this week, so maybe I'm gonna think about the part. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any other questions or feedback?
Maybe from Beavery, is your backend a set of APIs? Jinju, can you answer?
Oh, yeah, sure, but I actually don't understand your question, Beverly. Like, yeah, I have a authentication APIs for sign in, sign up API, and for the database, we are using MongoDB to store our user information. And we also use the JSON Web Token to authorize the users. So only the authenticated users can update their profile. And I will be working on the matching algorithm on ours. Does that answer your question? Yeah, great.
Hey, any more questions or feedback? Great job, you all.